season. That's really, really scary. Can you imagine this kid playing the last 3 years of college basketball? He's athletic, and he plays both sides of the court, as evidenced by that block early on.
Been a delight for NBA fans, but a loss for the college game as West goes up top, and Kawhi Leonard flying through the air with a finish.
That is a terrific pass, right on the money.
Cole off the screen from Davis, and Norris Cole drops down to 2. Averaging 9.5 a game.
And he's been dangerous in the past.
He's been filling in for Eric Gordon, and he's averaged 15 and 6 assists and shooting 53%. Not a bad fill-in. G after the turnover, and Davis running the floor with a dunk.
Well, the pass wasn't there, and you pay the price with a turnover. As you see Anthony Davis and his ability to get out and run the floor off that steal.
Here's Aldridge with Ashik on him.
Good room to operate.
LA, a little too hard off the rim, and Cole pushes. And then got in trouble, and he dribbled it, but apparently the Spurs last touched it.
I'll take a look at that one. Well, that was a travel first off. He jumped off to 1 foot, landed on it again. That was a travel. Oh, the fans are getting a chance to see it.
9 on the shot and knowing how to win.
That's exactly right. We've seen a lot of teams like that already.
Green out, Ginobili in. Manu, 13 off the bench against the Magic. Now Leonard goes to work against Alonzo G. Rebound off to Anthony Davis. Davis averaging 22.9 per game, 10th in the league, and 9th in rebounds at 10.3. And there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Too easy.
Yeah, he's getting all kinds of shots. He's throwing the kitchen sink at us right now.
Davis with a dozen as Parker looks back for Aldridge, now finds LA.
Yeah, give it back to him. Make Anthony Davis work on the defensive end of the floor.
Got to get him in foul trouble, nothing else. Manu on the drive, twisting, cannot quite finish as Ashik comes away with it. Here's Drew Holiday.
That might have been one too many ball fakes. He had David West wide open along the baseline.
Cole with a miss. Pelicans always pushing the basketball. They average 102 a game, 9th in the league, but they give up 105. As Kawhi with a soft touch on the reverse pulls the Spurs back within a nickel.
Yeah, pop off the bench on that one. Wanted a foul call, but I like the results.
Holiday can't connect. He's been on a tear of late until the Memphis game on Monday when he went 1 of 14. But he's averaging 14 a game. Kawhi, and a foul. It's on Drew Holiday.
A little ball fake and step through, and the rim is wide open for Kawhi there. But I love what he's doing in the low block. Just continues to take Holiday to the basket. He's not going to bail him out by taking a turnaround jump shot there.
Holiday, 6'4", giving up some size, and of course Kawhi, his long arms and hands, he's going to take advantage of that. Kawhi at the free throw line. 88% on the season for the Spurs leading scorer, who's averaging 19.8 per game. Boris Diaw in for David West. As West, the former New Orleans Hornet back in the day. And Boris Diaw, Alvin Gentry coached him when he was at Phoenix. Somebody asked him before the game about his remembrance of Boris, and he goes, "Boris digs life." That's what Alvin Gentry said. And when informed that he had an espresso machine at his locker, he goes, "That's Boris. He digs life." And he goes, "That's one of the reasons he's such a good player. Yep. Nothing bothers him."
That's exactly right. Well, Kawhi Leonard showing off early on. Spurs on a bit of a hole.
Time, ladies and gentlemen, for the Laro Dot Races. Here is the starting game. And the green flag is out.
With 5 points here in the second quarter. Spurs with Kawhi Leonard, Danny Green, Kyle Anderson with the ball now. He goes to work on the baseline, kicks out Leonard. Good body control by Kawhi Leonard as he lays it in, and the Spurs by 4.
Yeah, how about that? Kyle Anderson got nice isolation play, nice penetration baseline. And Kawhi Leonard showing off his athleticism. You're exactly right, Bill. That was excellent body control. Kyle's got a little bit more size with those long arms.
Inside, Boris Diaw follows, and Ashik comes away with it. And the Pelicans with the Gene Jones, with the Douglas with the miss and the rebound, Kawhi Leonard. And trying to go end to end, and he's fouled by the Gene Jones. As LaMarcus Aldridge with 2 fouls will come back for the Spurs.
Oh, there's the penetration there from Kyle. Gets the defense shifting to the right. Kawhi Leonard, beautiful body control, cutting back against the grain.
Mills gives it up here to Aldridge. Leonard. Tough shot, wouldn't go over Holiday. Davis fell down and was fouled apparently by Danny Green on the rebound. Green is not one to object, he's mystified.
Yeah, I didn't see that foul. Are you kidding me? Wow. It's not a foul.
Crowd lets you know what they think. Green picks up his first. From the corner, Gene Jones, no. Knockback remaining. Spurs trying to stay unbeaten at home as Alvin Gentry looks on. He goes, anytime you walk an arena and there's multiple championship banners up there, you know you're in for probably a rough night.
That's right.
He said it's not just a one-time thing here in San Antonio.
They got to get that post play down. Tony Parker's kind of trying to throw it down to Kawhi at a tough angle. It could have been an easy steal there for Jones. And last time down the floor, Kawhi picked up a dribble a little too early in the low block against Drew Holiday.
And New Orleans has played better defense recently. They've won 7 of their last 10. And in their last 20 games, they've only allowed 101 points per game. The first 27, they gave up 108 per game.
Yeah, that's significant. And that play works, Bill, because Tony Parker comes off of that screen of LaMarcus's with a head of steam. And he goes to the basket, and that forces Anthony Davis to get sucked in.
Davis. Short on this one. Kawhi Leonard comes away with a rebound for the Spurs. Out to Green, repost. Kawhi, and it goes in. My goodness, talk about muscle. Looked like he got it blocked and it was going to go awry, and then the ball at the last moment falls through.
No, that's exactly right. That's a nice block attempt there by Anthony Davis, but that time Kawhi just too strong.
Ryan Anderson, this is the 3.
Manu Ginobili with the pass right on the money. LaMarcus showing off his hops.
Davis answers 47-41. Davis with 14. Aldridge with 12. Leonard, the scoop on the reverse, and he draws the foul. Let's take a look at that Manu to Aldridge play a moment ago.
LaMarcus Aldridge gives the ball up, and then you see he makes a little bit of a curl cut, and Manu puts that pass right on the money. That's a heck of a catch there from LaMarcus, well outside the key probably when he catches that ball.
And now Leonard, chance to get in the double figures, and does as Kawhi knocks down the first one. Leonard coming off a 10.5 rebound game against the Magic. He had 22 in New Orleans back in November in the loss. Spurs 8 losses all on the road. OKC, Washington, New Orleans, Toronto, Chicago, Houston, and of course Golden State and Cleveland last week. But a phenomenal 40-8 overall. Cole gives it up to Davis.
He's letting DeJon Jones know right now he didn't like that defense.
Manu had it poked away by Davis, and then he tried to get it right back to Aldridge, and it turns over to New Orleans.
That pass looked tempting there, but too many bushes and trees in the way.
Lonzo G had it blocked out of bounds. It'll be Pelican ball with 30 seconds to go as David West in for Aldridge. Aldridge, 14 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist in 17 minutes. 2 fouls. Pop may want to protect him here,
Yep.
make sure he doesn't pick up a third.
Oops.
Oh, and now the Spurs get it back as good defense on the inbounds forces the turnover. And the Pelicans have turned it over 7 times. Spurs 6. Danny Green in for Kyle Anderson. And Mills will replace
For Kyle Anderson and Patty Mills for Tony Parker.
Manu will bring it up. 6 seconds or so, different shot clock and game clock. Gene Jones out on Ginobili.
Different looks on Davis. The other thing was win the board battle in this half. Said we've been losing that battle not only in the first half, but in recent games. Got to win that rebound battle in the second half, guys.
All right, thank you, Andrew.
Yeah, we have been losing the glass without Tim Duncan in there. That's been a little surprising. But I like the fact that they're going to switch it up on Anthony Davis because he had a blockbuster first half.
And Davis, particularly to start the game, ended up with 16, though, with the half. Holiday 14. The Spurs 3 in double figures, with Aldridge leading the way with 14, 11 for Leonard, and 10 for Danny Green. Here's Kawhi for 2.
Nice little isolation play there for Kawhi Leonard along the baseline. This raises right over the top of Alonzo G.
Spurs by 10, their largest lead of the game. Cole tries to answer. Whitman. Green a 3, Leonard a 2, and a timeout Pelicans as the Spurs try to push their lead here on New Orleans. Davis, double teamed and taken away. Kawhi Leonard against Cole in the paint, stops and scores.
That was just outstanding defense there. And you can see LaMarcus there trying to force Anthony Davis toward the baseline, and he goes right into the arms of Kawhi Leonard for the steal.
Davis counters here to make it 60-47. By the way, the Cavaliers Duncan is sorely missed.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
He had 3 attempts at it, basically. Parker inside, bobbled away. Here's Cole. And Cunningham with 2. And the Pelicans answer after being down 15, 62-47. A quick 6.
About to say, don't give it all back at once.
Kawhi can't connect on the baseline jumper. Cole over Parker. Shot clock. And then the jumper is good by DeGene Jones. Shoots 6 of 14 from 3 on the season coming in. It makes it 68-65.
Yeah, when he caught that ball, he kind of caught it awkwardly. I thought it was a bad shot. Didn't think he quite had it in his mitts.
Kawhi Leonard. Terrific move. Just couldn't get it to fall. Now Cole against Parker. Blocked by Danny Green. The Tar Heel of the rescue. Spurs thought there was another travel there.
It looks very suspicious. But Danny Green, how many times have we seen that this year? Just staying in the play once again, coming out of nowhere, not allowing Tony Parker have a guy come at him one-on-one with no help whatsoever. Great effort from Danny.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got good hands too as far as pawing away for steals and not fouling. And a lot of guys play hard to give chase, but they aren't able to come back and get the ball as often as Danny does. Cunningham to put it in play here. Ryan Anderson guarded by Kyle Anderson. Mills in on Cole as Parker's out. Manu in guarding Cunningham. Ryan Anderson gets by Kyle for the 2.
Yeah, you can't gamble and go for that steal. Young players mistake there, especially against Ryan Anderson. You got to make sure you have that steal 100% in the bank. Otherwise, you're going to pay the price.
Spurs by 1. Kawhi against Drew Holiday. Davis lurking. And Kawhi.
3 seconds.
3 seconds. Oh, no. It's Kawhi Leonard with the foul. I think using the chicken wing a little bit.
Yeah, there was definitely chicken wing, yeah.
So Leonard picks up his first foul.
Just missing that Cajun rub on it.
Speaking of blocks, as LaMarcus swats it away. And then Holiday against Mills. and it goes.
All right, he continues his torrid pace.
Boy, Drew Holiday, prior to the nightmare against Memphis where he had just 4 points, he was lighting them up. And speaking of which, wow, an Aztec triple with 73-71 Spurs.
Sorely needed.
The alley-oop to Davis and what control to put it in off the window, and then the steal, and he couldn't handle that. Oh, he had another dunk coming, and sitting once again, his 5th consecutive game.
He's shot a nice percentage. Can't agree with a little too handsy.
Holiday. He's been a handful. West said, get it out of here. And Leonard comes up with a loose one.
Oh, outstanding defensive effort there from David West.
Old ball club. Leonard. The fake, and they all left.
Yeah, they did. Well, he's got David West rolling to the basket. That's enough to occupy the defense. Nice ball fake from Kawhi. Gets himself wide open.
He's got 20 now as the Jinsa counters with a good-looking jumper from about 16.
Yeah, he can shoot that. He's got a little bit of range. That's absurd.
And Durant, a game winner, and ended up with 37 points.
Oh, my goodness.
Davis with a miss. Parker here on a night when Steph Curry has 47 with the game still going on against the Washington Wizards.
I want to know the record for rebounds from the point guard position.
Yeah.
19 boards. That's just absurd.
Crazy. And this one, where the Spurs are shooting 51%. New Orleans, Cunningham the miss, Mills the rebound. Spurs by 4, Patty out front. Aldridge had a big night with 24. Back to Kawhi. Sets up LA. Put that on the board as Kawhi Leonard draws the traffic, and Aldridge wide open has 26 now on 11 of 17 shooting. Leonard 8 of 13 for his 20.
Yeah, Bill, just subtle breakdowns that are costing the Pelicans. A little miscommunication here or there, getting our guy.
Westbrook took care of that.
Unbelievable. 19 rebounds from the point guard position. I can't even wrap my mind around that.
What a fight there. Green wins it. Parker to Leonard. Body sprawling, and he scores as Kawhi stays away from the carnage. And it was Aldridge, and who else got tangled up? Was it Davis down there? Kawhi, oblivious to it all, gets the bucket.
I tell you what, it's also a luxury to have some
Light tonight on Helen and Ray Aguirre. They're legend season ticket members, been with the Spurs for 42 years. They were married on February 7th, 1976, and went to the Spurs game the next day to celebrate.
How about that?
Those are Spurs lifers, literally. Congrats. 96-89. Aldridge chases it down. Inside 5 minutes. Leonard.
Oh, my goodness.
Had a notion, and then Kawhi couldn't quite finish it. And LA said, I got you, partner.
Oh, because he's got a little guy on him. Anthony Davis switched out on Kawhi Leonard, and that opened up the glass for LaMarcus.
And Aldridge back-to-back season-high games. He's got you, partner.
Oh, because he's got a little guy on him. Anthony Davis switched out on Kawhi Leonard, and that opened up the glass for LaMarcus.
And Aldridge back-to-back season-high games. He's got 30 and a rebound off a cold miss here. As Leonard surveys the action, he's got 22. 24, pardon me.
I don't know if that was a jump hook. He just kind of threw it in there.
Spurs bigs picking up the slack. Holiday back out to Cole.
That's great recognition, though, from Kawhi. That's how he's a ball on the offensive end of the floor. Not giving that ball up at crunch time. Taking it up.
He won. Congratulations, David West with 8,690 points. James Ryan, 511 with the correct answer. And David West, a great night here tonight with 14 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Leonard inside, got it for 2.
Yeah, they ran the clock down. That's what they should have done the last 2 possessions. Now they get you with a timeout, trying to get an 11-point play out there.
Timeout, we'll take a look.
Doing whatever he can, and Kawhi Leonard had a full head of steam, but he's forced So throw that ball up there as the defense collapses. I thought maybe he's going to make an extra pass, but there's only about 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Nice play from Kawhi.
SWBC 22nd timeout here with the Spurs in control. 108-97 and 35 seconds remaining in this one as the Spurs going to go 41-8. And break check taking care of everybody on these fast breaks. Keep cheering them on. For every fast break point the Spurs score, break check donates $20 to the Boys and Girls Clubs of San Antonio. A win for the Spurs and the kids. Spurs with 8 fast break points here tonight. We had the game tied 9 times, 7 lead changes, but the Spurs, with a great effort and consistent play from a lot of players.
Yeah.
We'll start with our key matchup that we talked about in the very beginning of LaMarcus Aldridge and Anthony Davis, and Aldridge with 36.
How about that? I'd say that's feeling comfortable.
On a night where people are pouring it in around the NBA. We mentioned Durant with 37 and a game winner against the Magic tonight. Steph Curry, last check, had 47.